Yo.
What's happening, man? How we doing it? How we doing it? How we doing it? Y'all know what it
Chill.
is. What it do, man?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Do your Friday.
Friday.
What's happening, man? I hope you all had another wonderful week. Wherever you at, man, I hope everybody had like a peaceful, nice, safe week this week. It's been a long week once again.
It was a holiday. It was a short week.
It was a short week.
It was a short week.
It was Labor Day, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I worked on Labor Day.
Oh, well.
I worked. Overtime. That money was high. Christmas around the corner, Halloween around the corner, Thanksgiving around the corner. I need that OT, baby.
Dig that.
Right on, man. But I hope everybody had a good week so far, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Friday, TGIF. Thank God, right, man?
Yes.
I mean, my goodness, man. We look forward to this. Friday. We look forward to this, man. I look forward to this Friday. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm your boy Marcus tonight, a.k.a. Short Park Mark, in the building. And right to my right side is...
RC the Trackaholic, a.k.a.
You go. Punch your baby in the face, a.k.a. Wear a baby diaper.
A.k.a. Slow and Bouncy. That's a kickball reference. A.k.a. High score Miss Pac-Man over there at Jordan's Drugs. A.k.a. Okay, that's enough. I'll think of some more later.
A.k.a. South Shore Legend.
South Shore Legend?
Outside basketball.
Oh, I got one. A.k.a. Tetherball champion at Dunlap.
Tetherball champion at Dunlap.
Word.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Did they give you a trophy for that?
Yes, I did have a trophy.
You got a trophy for that? That's what's up, dog.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. You have a good week, man?
I did have a good week because it was short. I mean, it was kind of hard coming off that vacation. That because I didn't want it to end. You know
vacation? Wait, I know you
not vacation, but it was a holiday.
A holiday.
The holiday.
Right. That
Monday was the holiday.
I can bounce back from a day break. You know, a day off for work.
3 days. You know what?
You get 3 or 4 days.
I didn't go on Tuesday either.
Goddamn.
I didn't make it.
Right.
I did not make it.
Right.
So, but I mean, it was a good week.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I had a pretty decent week, man. You know what I'm saying? My kids went back to school. It's back to school, y'all. Thank God. These little is out the house. They gone. They gone. Thank God. They the teachers' problems now. All they did, dog, the whole damn summer, dog. Video game in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, socks on the couch, clothes under the couch. Man, you know what, man? I damn near sprung on my son, man. All this summer, my son, you know, I got a good son at times, sometimes, but sometimes he make me want to kick him in the damn forehead, man, because he won't listen, man. He be leaving like old ass oatmeal bowls under the couch and shit.
Right.
And then when I go to move the shit to clean up, I find the oatmeal bowl. I'm like, hey man, what's this? And he just looking, oh, I got out. No, goddamn it. Why you got the shit on under the couch like that? Then he go to bed. I'm like, man, turn the TV off before you go to sleep. Don't go to sleep the goddamn TV. Okay, Dad, no problem. I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, goddamn TV on. He laid out on the couch like a damn drunk. 12 years old. I'm glad you went to school. I love you, but I'm glad you went to school.
You went drunk.
Yeah, drunk off juice. You know.
But other than that, though, you had a good holiday.
It was a good holiday, man. It was a good holiday. Like I say, man, I'm just glad, you know, school was back in, man. So I get these kids out my hair and stuff. It's somebody else's problem for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, though, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. What's going on out here, man? What's going on in the world, man?
Man.
Let's see.
Man, you know. So, you know, I keep my ear to the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the stuff going on, man. I see your boy Kevin Hart done flipped a whole 1970 Barracuda over and broke his back and still ran home to get help.
Broke his damn back and ran.
Why are you laughing?
I mean, you know what? When I seen about it, I was like, oh, no, man, hold on. Let's see what's going on. Illuminati got to get my boy like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They coming to, you got to pay now. You got to pay up time to pay Piper.
Right.
But when I heard about it, man, I was like, damn, man, first of all, I hope Kevin's all right, man. I like Kevin Hart, man. I hope he's okay and everything's fine. But it was just weird.
Yeah.
How that story unfolded.
Well,
if y'all didn't feel no weirdness in that shit, man, come on, man. The car goes off the side of the road.
Right, and he wasn't driving.
He wasn't driving. Didn't matter if he was driving or in the backseat or in the trunk. But it goes over the side of the road, fucked up the whole top of the car.
Well, they cut the top off because he climbed out the car, and then they had to cut the top off to get the guy who was driving out. There was also a lady in there, but I can't remember if she climbed out or she might have stayed with the car or something. I don't know. But, I mean, a lot of people think that the story's fishy, you know what I'm saying? Or,
right, man.
You know, they don't like the way that, I don't
Bro,
know.
It sounds like, you know, I'm
no,
I'm say it in a minute.
Just go ahead and say it.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh.
Y'all remember the Teddy P story, right? Anyway.
Yeah, no.
Listen, because you know why I say that?
Why do you say that?
This is why I say that.
Why?
This is why I say that.
Why?
Because on this, when the police and the paramedics and all these people arrived, Kevin Hart was already gone.
Yeah, he went home.
He went home, and then later on, I guess he went to the hospital.
Right, he had to get help. Apparently, they also and I maybe I could took a longer look, but I didn't. But I think they released like the 911 calls of like almost like all three of them.
Right.
One from the house, one from the car.
Right, but his friend showed up and picked him up and took him to the goddamn.
Okay, maybe that is kind of weird.
That's some weird shit, man. I'm like, you know what? What's really going on? What the fuck really going on? You know, I mean, inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know, Ken. What y'all was doing in that car, man? Who was in that car? Was it the same woman or man that Teddy P had in the car? I'd like to know.
All right. All right.
But I just want to wish Kev a quick recovery and all that, man.
Yeah.
Get better, come back, straighten your back, and you already know what it is, man.
And so the other thing is this. So he was on the one show, Shop, the LeBron James show, where they're in the barber shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently they had little Nas X in there.
Right.
And so and Kevin Hart was in there.
Now is this filmed before the accident?
It was probably filmed before.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But then somebody dug it up like when he crashed the car, like, oh yeah, by the way, he's homophobic. People do weird stuff.
Yeah.
And so somebody asked him about coming out or something. And
coming out the closet,
coming out as gay. And then and then Kevin Hart said, he's gay, so what?
Kevin Hart said, who's gay?
He said he's gay. So
he's gay. But that could mean anything. He can be gay happy.
Right. So people took they took it
people always
this way and that way. I mean,
one thing I'll never do is describe my happiness, as being gay. Even though it's a word just he's gay, happy, gay. No. If I'm happy, I'm gonna say, I'm happy. I'm not gonna give nobody nothing to be like, oh, wait a minute, man.
Right.
I think Mark is trying to tell us something.
So look,
fuck no.
I mean, the show came out yesterday, so
right.
So a lot of people can see for themselves. I don't have the audio at the moment, but it's one of those cool things that we're gonna add to our show.
Right on, man. Yeah.
So moving along. Another thing, I thought you might find this interesting.
Okay.
R. Kelley's going to general population.
Population, man. That's crazy, man.
He's tired of being in the box.
He's tired of being in the box. R. Kelley, y'all.
He said
she's finna go to the yard.
He said he was good. He said he could fight.
He said he could
fight. He said, I'm gonna be cool.
He gonna be cool.
What you think?
You know what?
Drum roll.
I don't see nothing wrong. Going to general population. I don't see nothing wrong. Kelley.
I mean, do you think what do you think it's gonna be like if R. Kelly show up on the yard and they're playing basketball, lifting weights, what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen is R. Kelly's gonna be like, he better not run into none of them girls' uncles up in that motherfucker. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying?
That might be a friend of an
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey, yo, Kelley. What's up, homie? Hey, man, remember that 14-year-old mine? Yeah, that was my niece, motherfucker. Come up here, nigga, and pee on me. All right. And see what happened, Kelley. No, but you know what? That's some shit.
That's on his own accord. Like that's something he wants.
I don't know what the hell these cats be thinking, man. You know, I've been like, if I'm R. Kelley, if I'm any celebrity whatsoever, and that high up, and I get sent, you know, to the joint for some shit, man, y'all better keep me 23-hour lockdown. Lockdown. I'm not going out there. There's a lot of dudes that may be cool with me in prison, but then there's niggas out there,
right.
Can't wait for you to get that. There's dudes they can't wait.
They can't wait. But that's what he's like. He said that's what he want to do.
That's what he want to do.
He want to be in general population.
Okay, well, Kelley, I just say this, man. I hope you know how to braid hair, wash dishes, boxer draws.
Oh no!
I'm just saying, bro, because you finna get out there, man. You know,
he might.
You know, he gonna come out anyway. You know, Kelley gonna come out, man, and things ain't gonna be the same. He gonna need this is the remix.
All right,
hot and fresh out the pen, mama rolling that body, lifting weights with men. Sipping no, what they be drinking? What's that alcohol?
Pruno and rum.
Drinking Pruno and rum. Hey, yo, Earl, give me some. Kill it down. Hey, my nigga, man, look here, man. Like they say, man. That your population, bro. Don't drop the soap.
So, man.
Don't even go to the shower.
Damn. Don't go to the shower.
Oh,
Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Your love songs ain't gonna be the same by the time you come out, bro. You're gonna come out hitting all high notes.
You're gonna be out for a while.
Right, man. Kelley gonna come out, man. Really, he gonna come out.
That nigga gonna spread his wings.
New tattoos, new shit.
All right. Look.
He gonna have on his armor, his and hers tattoo.
What does that mean?
I believe I can run. Boy, I sure wish I had a gun. Every night niggas on me.
All right. Oh. Run, Kelley. Run. All right.
Anyway.
So look. Okay. So we are we
okay.
Okay. All right. So here's another thing I was checking out. So the company Hasbro that makes a Monopoly and I don't know.
Yeah, the little board games or whatever, toys.
They just bought Death Row.
Hasbro. The place make toys for kids.
Make toys for kids.
Just bought Death Row.
Yeah. So basically what it was they bought a company. I believe it was called E1. It's a Canadian company.
Right.
And honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I think I actually know somebody who invested in this company.
Right.
And was holding a piece of Death Row. And it came to me and some other dudes was like, they're trying to get something going, but there was like too much red tape. But I don't want to talk too much out of turn.
Right.
But if I'm not mistaken, this Canadian company owned this company. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what you think, man? You think they're gonna start making Death Row toys?
You goddamn right, bro. I can see it already, bro.
What?
The Welcome to Death Row board game.
Oh, the Death Row board game.
That's right. That's right, bro. They're gonna have all the Compton spots, all the California spots. I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, what's the game pieces gonna be? The game pieces are gonna be. I'm gonna be the bandana. I'm gonna be the gun.
Then they gonna have on the Vegas Strip. Don't drive down the Vegas Strip.
Oh, don't drive.
Don't.
The Vegas Strip go right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
You got a little black BMW.
How the fuck is Hasbro Hasbro, what are y'all thinking?
I mean, they acquired the company, and so Death Row is one of the companies that was in that cluster. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, yeah.
God
So,
damn, man.
I mean, you know,
That's good money though.
Yeah,
You know what?
It's gotta be good for
That's
something.
amazing.
They
man.
might start making chains.
Right.
A little
They
plastic
gonna make
chain.
they gonna make the dolls and shit. They gonna make a little Suge Knight
Suge Knight
doll
doll.
and shit. You know, they gonna have them. They gonna hit the button.
They gonna come with the whoop a bitch whoop a bitch ass arm.
Right. Oh, whoop a bitch ass arm. You know, they got a button on the Suge Knight doll. They gonna be like, y'all want to come to a record company that don't do dance moves? Yeah. Come to Death Row.
Come to Death Row.
You know, God damn, bro. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's kind of a short. I don't know, but so here's why we can't get away from this week. And last week,
right? Dave
Chapell.
Oh man, let's get it in. Let's get it in.
Now you are the comedian.
Uh-huh.
Like I study that shit. I mean, maybe one day, hopefully, I don't know. Probably never. But you're a comedian. I need to know.
Right.
What you think? Because there's some people like they hate it. Some people they say it's his worst work yet.
Right.
Some people think he's a genius.
Right.
You know.
Let's keep it 100.
Okay.
We'll keep it 100.
Keep
the
it
main
a wrap.
People that really, and I've heard a few comics in the community in our area say some things about it, about the Dave Chapell show. And to be honest, I've heard the main ones who've complained is white people. Point blank, it's the white community that's pretty much butthurt behind this, because of the things that Dave Chapell was saying on the show. I saw the stand up, and honestly, only thing I gotta say about the Dave Chapell, little thing is, damn good job, my nigga.
Okay.
Hold down,
all right. So you want to now? You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me your favorite part.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna just say.
Or are you still giving your opinion?
Yeah, I'm still giving my opinion. Right. One thing about it, man. I mean, you know what? They said when some people don't want to hear the truth. Just like Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth. And a lot of people can't, man. They couldn't handle that shit, man. That's real talk.
He told a whole lot of truth.
People fail to realize, you know what? If we're not catering to everyone else's interest, when we cater to anyone else's interest, we're good. But the minute we speak about something that has really how the black community really feels about a lot of things and stuff like that, then it's a problem. It's always a problem when we speak the truth or when we speak how we truly feel about a lot of things. Dave Chapell got on there and said a lot of things, not only that he felt that I just said, like, a lot of things he said, I feel it. We share that shit in common every day.
Are you saying that as comedians?
As black people, period. Black people, period.
So I mean, because he really goes deep into the LGBT.
He got into them too. He got into them. LGBT in the 80s. That community. It's LGBT.
Did you see the one where the joke where he was in you talking about they was in the car?
Yeah. and the tranny dude.
You can't say that.
I can't say tranny dude.
Nah, you can't.
I think is the world really becoming like that?
Yeah, we just talked about it.
And I'm not saying it to be offensive towards these guys. Man.
Oh wait, Marquise Brown brought up Juicy Small Yay.
Juicy Small Yay.
Juicy Small Yay. Remember that part? Remember?
Yeah. Juicy Small. Yeah, that was.
I guess that was his way of like not saying his name.
I mean, you know what? I just love the way Dave put that shit down, unfiltered, uncut.
Yeah.
He let that shit out.
Yeah.
But to all comics out there that's new in the game or midway in the game, don't try this shit, okay? Don't do what you see these superstars out here doing it. That does. It's not going to work for you.
Well, a lot of stuff that Chapell does not going to work for anybody.
Right, but you got to understand. The thing about it, when Chapell came out, when Chapell at first, came out doing stand-up and stuff, when he started, you look at his crowd, man. Who pays, who fills them goddamn stadiums up? His arenas.
Yeah. I mean, he came here right over here to Tacoma Dome and sold it out.
Sold out the Tacoma Dome.
I mean, he sold that out, and I think in like an hour.
In about an hour.
So nobody knew about it. Everybody had their ticket. Everybody went.
Right.
That was it. And apparently, while he was here, he went and rented out a movie theater. And
took his whole cast. Yeah. Took him out
I can't remember what they went to watch, but I mean, he talked some player shit.
Man, do you realize how many other people came and filled up the Tacoma Dome? I can't count the numbers, but you know how many black people? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was like 5 handfuls. I'm just saying. You can't get, and the majority of that damn Tacoma Dome was not us.
No, I mean honestly, yeah.
And there's no disrespect to Dave because we love that.
He brought some hard ears with him too.
He brought some,
I'm sure nobody can hear him enough one, but
right.
But he had Joe Rogan with him, and Joe Rogan was starstruck. And he was like, man, it was so cool, man. We were with Dave Chapell, and he took us over here, and he did his whole podcast about him opening up for Dave Chapell. I mean, that's dope.
I mean, you know what? The same people that put and gave Dave Chapell this big ass platform, are fucking mad at him.
Yeah.
I see this one comedian that I know in the community, and he put a post up on Facebook. He was, giving him some props, and then he was giving them some thumbs downs on certain topics that they talked about. And I just read this shit, and I'm looking at, because I know dude pretty well, the guy who put the post up there. He's a white dude. And I was just reading, I was just looking at it like, you know what? You have every right to feel the way you want to feel.
Right.
But at the end of the day, this is what Dave did on that stage. Mm-hmm. He said a lot of things what a lot of us would like to say.
Sure. I mean, like most comedians do. But
a lot of us like to say.
But he went for all of the important stuff that nobody was going to touch on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he just said F it. He just went, He
dug in, man.
Yeah.
That's a damn good ass stand-up, man. I encourage anybody to go watch that, man.
Sure.
Go watch that. That's Sticks and Stones.
And then I don't know. Did you get far enough to see the Q&A afterwards?
But no, I didn't see the Q&A.
Okay, because you have to let it play.
Right.
And you can only see that if you let it play all the way through. Mm-hmm. And then he has a whole nother thing where he does like some Q&A and like some extra behind the scenes. He had this one story he was talking about a transgender who he had talked to at a bar.
Now you said trans.
I said transgender. I didn't say tranny. You can't say tranny.
You just said it now.
I did, but I'm giving you that.
Tranny!
Hey, by the way, Marquis Brown. Marquis is gonna talk to him. Man. Shout out Marquis Brown.
Shout out, what up, King?
So here's what he said. He said he talks about everyone, and that's what's important. He ain't just getting on a particular race or sex. He's shitting on everyone, and says what people be thinking. Exactly what we just said.
Right.
But don't forget though, if you go back to it, you might have to fast forward through it, but get to the end, and that's some good material at the end.
Right.
So so since we on this subject, let's talk about Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy's got to come back.
Eddie Murphy.
And now first of all, he got Coming to America 2 coming out.
Coming to America 2.
Yeah, and that's official. That's on. That's not a gimmick. Yeah.
And from also what I hear, and he got Dolomite. I can't wait to see Dolomite. I can't wait to see Dolomite, man.
Dolomite. Have you seen the trailer?
I seen the trailer.
I posted it, man. Yeah, man.
I can't wait to see Dolomite, man. I'm gonna tell you, bro, because Dolomite was my hero, man.
Yeah.
He was my hero. You want to hear what he said about the nuts, the joke, about the joke? He's like, hey, girl, if you had nuts on your, you know what I'm saying?
The Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. You had nuts on your chest.
Why did you ask my money? I don't want to hear it. I heard it on Snoop Dogg. Shit.
We have chestnuts.
1992.
That shit was raw, man.
And that's gonna be a good movie.
That's gonna
because like, do you watch Dolomite movies?
Yes,
dude.
Hell yeah.
It's like some of the best worst shit you ever sat down and watched in your
life.
life.
Low budget, so much.
But that's man, like, and you know what? What the thing about Dolomite is that that's the guy that everybody laughs at and says, "Yeah, look at this fool. He ain't never gonna make it." And then, is he 10 feet tall on a screen right now? And with the worst acting, you know what I'm saying? Everybody went to see it.
Yeah.
And then he did another one. Everybody went Monkey Hustle. Yeah. Then with a Dolomite Monkey Hustle. Oh man, I think there's like 6 of them. Most of them is on Amazon Prime too.
Right.
So man, before you go see Eddie Murphy, if you don't know that much about Dolomite, man, go to Amazon Prime.
Check it out.
Go to that Brown Sugar channel.
Check it out.
And man. Because I used to collect all them DVDs. It's so funny, but now every DVD I collected is on Prime. All the Foxy Browns, all the JD's Revenge, all that stuff.
The old school Shaft.
But Eddie Murphy.
Ed is doing the damn thing, man. Once again, man. He also announced that next year, it is official, Ed is back on the stage. He's back to doing stand-up comedy. Now, for me, I am a super duper. I've always been an Eddie Murphy fan.
Right.
Eddie Murphy was like one of my biggest inspiration as far as comedy goes periodically. You know, all during the 80s and shit. Eddie was the man. He lit it up. Lit it up, you know. And I just cannot wait to see or to hear what he got to talk about now. I hope he don't come out in another one of them goddamn leather suits.
He kind of had a leather suit.
He's
already done it twice.
He better not come. Huh?
Dude, he might be a little bit smaller than he was back then.
Yeah, he does.
Because he's pretty healthy. We've seen him on the Seinfeld show on Netflix.
Right. Comedians of Cars.
I think, man, you guys might have to do a poll on this one, man. Like, tell me.
Right.
Share if you have to. Put the question up.
Let us know.
Should Eddie Murphy do his next stand-up in leather?
Yeah,
should he?
Should he come back out in that shit again?
I personally think he should.
I don't know, man. I don't think so. If he does come out in leather,
I don't know. Could you imagine Eddie Murphy after all these years coming out on a stage, or even if he makes it a movie, and you go to see the movie, and he come out in like black denim and velvet, like you're like, oh, that's cool. That's all right. Now, if you go to the movies, and he already did red and purple.
Yeah. What's next?
And he come out.
What's next?
Baby blue.
No. Powder blue.
Yeah, baby blue leather, nigga.
This nigga Hollywood done ran all up in him. If he come out
hey,
with powder blue shit,
look.
It's a wrap.
Hey, shout out Felicia Buck. Felicia Buck said yes. Yes. Leather.
She wanted to see the leather.
I mean, we didn't really want to see it when he did it.
We didn't know when he
but third time's the charm.
True.
Third time's the charm, pimp. So you know what? He might bring one of them back.
You know what?
He'll bring out the real one.
You know what? I just don't know, man. I don't think I could stomach seeing this dude in a goddamn sweaty ass.
We weren't that thrilled about it when he did it the first time.
Leather jogging suit.
But the ladies loved it.
I don't
know. Did the ladies love it?
Eddie loves leather.
Ladies love that. He came out looking like, one of these Broadway bikers or something. Anyway,
right.
I want to see it.
But he could, dude. What if he did that ice cream joke without the leather?
Ice cream.
Remember when he turned around and said, "Throw up the money." Remember he turned around like, I mean, come on, I know we weren't looking, but we like it was. But like, what if he just had slacks on?
You know what? That was a different time, man. We didn't give a fuck about. We didn't really examine the outfit he had on.
Well,
he wasn't looking at it like
he made
that.
a whole joke about it. He was talking about how like the gay dude was looking at.
Yeah, looking at his ass and about the booty pad.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah, man. Somebody got Theodore R. Wait, what's that say? Cruikshank? That's a cold.
Shrimp.
That's a cold name. He said Gumby Green.
Gumby Green. Gumby Green. That's the shit.
Gumby Green.
Gumby Green.
Gumby, damn it. And what he said,
that's some shit.
On our way here, he said, Betty Rubber was a slut. She was a slut. Oh, she was a whore. I knew Betty Rubber. I knew her. Man, Eddie Murphy is ridiculous.
Bro, man, I'm gonna tell you, but one thing about him, his comeback, the stage, the comedy.
Yeah.
Eddie is finna shake it up, man. I honestly believe he's finna shake it up for a lot.
Shake the game up?
He's finna shake the game up.
Like the comedy game?
You know what? As far as change the game, I don't think he's coming back to change the game. But just his presence alone is gonna cause, you know, a lot of people be like, damn, all right, then fuck it, man. I'm not even gonna go on stage tonight. I'm not going out tonight. I'm gonna just sit at home. You know, I mean, and this is all due respect to the Dave Chappelle's and all of them, but you know what? Eddie Murphy, in comparison, who's had the bigger impact on our lives, Eddie Murphy or Dave Chappelle? I can honestly say Eddie Murphy.
Sure. I mean, but he was earlier. But
he was early.
But now listen, now look at this, because I remember. I remember like when the first time, like when Chapell show came on.
Right.
And they did that Ku Klux Klan.
Right.
That changed, like the dude on there, his head exploded.
Yeah.
Like it was like, what? How can they? I don't even like. And you didn't have no DVR. Some people had DVR. We didn't.
Right.
You was back in front of that TV the next week.
You got that right. Yeah.
At the time it was coming on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, Dave did some groundbreaking shit, though. I no doubt about it. Dave did some shit.
Hey, man,
what did they clown, man? What did he say? What we had?
Wow.
That's yeah. I think you did.
Okay, I don't know. You gotta read.
Oh, so I'm getting run over by my homies because I didn't give them a beat.
Oh, they talking.
Hey, look. And then there's two people in this room who need beats.
They need beats. Yeah.
There's two people online who need beats.
Oh, over here.
You know what I'm saying? I was talking about you guys. You guys.
Oh, no, there's a group over here.
There's another group?
Oh, yeah, there's another group.
You got a little spot.
You're supposed to lay somebody with a
bass
baseline.
I'm supposed to do the bass line. They're like, man, this guy's online slacking his shit. They made my beat. But you know what, though?
2009, 2010.
Okay, well, hold on. You know,
that's not even slacking.
And y'all
no, that's dragging.
You got that's in the
archive. For all y'all out here posting shit about music and shit, that's not right now. This ain't the episode.
I mean,
we can stay on the topic. We can stay on course of what we got to talk about. Get this shit on. All right. Meet him at the studio or something, goddamn it. I don't know. Come to his job with a microphone.
Hey, I ain't got no studio.
Okay, well,
hey, shout out James Stewart, Jay Boog in the building.
What it do, Boog?
Pale Soul. I'm gonna get you guys. Pale Soul and Under Rhyme Hustle. These guys are killing me online. And you know what? I deserve every bit of it. So go ahead and talk about me because I deserve it. It's motivation. Now you know what? You might make me go platinum. Hell yeah.
Had that shit on the wall, man.
Shout out. I'm sorry. Shout out Dolores Hano.
Hano, hi from Washington State. Hello, Dolores. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Hey, Felicia.
Yeah.
That's what I see right now. Yeah. So anyway,
okay, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, so
let's keep it moving on to the next one.
Me.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, I was having a debate, and this was also from that show, The Shop, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the show. The Shop.
Okay.
That's a LeBron James show.
Oh yeah, the barbershop.
But they was talking about and it's kind of, I mean, it can apply to comedy, it can apply to sports, it can apply to music. You know what I'm saying? But what they were saying, and I think Charlamagne was kind of touching on it, is there actually a GOAT gene? And when you say GOAT, that means greatest of all time.
Right.
But what they were saying was, is there a gene, or is it just like a series of events and sacrifices, or is it something that's you're born with, or something that's in you, something you have to unlock?
Right.
I mean, think about it in like terms of comedy, right?
Right.
I mean, is it just like luck of the draw, or is it just like straight up being?
Well, you know what? I mean, as far as comedy goes, I've never heard one comedian refer to themselves as being a go. That shit's been going on in sports and in music.
Yeah.
Especially hip hop.
Mhm.
You know, you got Jay-Z.
All right.
You got.
They call no. Let's stop right there.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good
Jay-Z.
point. So Jay-Z, they call him the GOAT.
They call him the GOAT. In hip hop. Is he truly the GOAT? That's people's opinion, first of all. That's certain people's opinion. Certain people think Tupac is the GOAT. Certain people think Biggie is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Some people may think Curtis Blow is the GOAT.
Right. So
You know?
so the question is, what makes a person the
What
GOAT?
makes them
is that something you could just have a goal and just chase and achieve? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Before you answer that question,
right?
Let's bring in our guest so she can talk about it.
You want to bring the guest in, right?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I see like we're kind of stuck on this one, and I'm telling you, it's a good topic.
Okay.
It's a good topic, but we're gonna get a third opinion. So look, without further ado,
let us introduce to you the first lady
of
Tacktown. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the beautiful Miss Helen Kane.
Helen Kane.
Billy. Good night.
What's
up, sucker?
They wish they was her though. They wish they was her.
Everything.
What's up, Helen?
How's life?
What's up with it?
Life's gravy, right? It must be because you look good, girl. You look good, like it's taking care of yourself.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to
borrow some money.
All right.
I know you're making all this money. Let me borrow some. Borrow.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Smack your hand.
Okay.
So Helen, we're gonna get into some of the stuff that you got going on. What you're into. But at the moment, we're talking about the GOAT. What makes a person the GOAT?
The greatest of all time.
Is it a relentless practice? Is it working out? Is it sacrifice? Or is it just something? I mean, is it inside?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? In
How
your
do
opinion?
you earn that title?
Because we all want to be the GOAT. That's
That's
something.
hard.
Right.
That's hard. I'll say this because you have a whole bunch of different paths.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard. As far as it depends on your definition of what the GOAT is. That's one.
Greatest of all time. So I guess
But
it's
your
like
definition of that,
no, it's definitely your individual definition. Like for me, if I had to go with producers, I would say that the greatest of all time as a producer would be Dr. Dre.
Dre all day.
Right?
As far as hip hop though, that's hip hop.
No, the hip hop producer.
Yeah, because you can't say all around.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
What? That's my opinion.
I mean, it's just hip hop though. He's not the greatest producer
No,
ever.
that's what I'm chasing.
In all genres.
Yeah. No. We'll go hip hop.
Okay, just hip hop. Just hip hop.
We'll go hip hop.
We're just making sure.
Right.
Right. We want to say Quincy Jones.
I'd have to say Quincy
or somebody like that. Sure, but I mean, I like to do some of the stuff that he does. But,
right.
I mean, Dr. Dre would like to be like him. Okay, greatest of all time would be. Okay, we'll use Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, who's a composer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Accomplished trumpet player until he couldn't play anymore. He can write a whole score. Like, there hardly any producers can write 2 notes on
do that.
So and with him being the GOAT, and I mean, I saw his documentary. Like, is that something you can, like what he did, is that something I can just achieve? Or is that something that's in you?
I mean, everybody's so different. I mean,
everybody's different.
It's kind of hard to put anybody in a one lane because you have people that are so passionate about their craft, they can get to the top because their passion, allows them it drives them to do it. You have people that naturally just have it.
Right.
Effortlessly. Just it's nothing.
Mhm.
You know, so that's where I'm at with that. Is kind of, you know,
Mhm.
I mean, everybody has the potential to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Like it depends on how bad you want that.
So see, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
when you say greatest of all time,
To who?
Well, see, you
It's
know
gonna
what?
always have a different
to
answer.
who? Would we say? I mean, just for a quick reference, would we say that just so we avoid a debate outside of LeBron James, I don't know either way, is Michael Jordan the greatest of all time in basketball? Do they consider him that?
They
At
can.
the least.
You know what? Folk, there are people that consider him. To
Do
be
most
the
people
greatest.
consider him that?
A lot
most
of people. I say a lot. I'm not gonna. You
Are
know
you gonna
what?
say not you?
No.
Okay. So okay. Does he have sons?
Yeah, you have kids.
Are they the greatest of all time?
And doing what?
I don't know. Basketball, could they be?
Hell no. His kids gang.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not a gene thing, right? So
It's not a gene.
all right. So
No.
that's what I'm saying. Like that was the debate. Like
Right.
what is it? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not in a gene thing. You know what? I get you. I get you.
that's
Right.
what the debate.
It's not about the genes. It's about that individual. To me, it's about that individual. Because when you look at the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.
Sure.
Muhammad Ali.
He's the greatest of all time.
Bro,
Muhammad Ali acknowledged that he was the greatest of all. I'm the greatest
you good?
of all time.
He said
He
that.
said that.
But do people consider
You know,
him
and yes, people do. By far, they really do. They
Yeah.
really consider him
that?
to
I
be
mean, and actually his daughter wasn't
Right, Layla
wasn't
Ali.
bad.
and she was a truth too. She was a
You know
truth
what I'm
too.
saying?
And that had, but I
She
wouldn't say
had-
that had anything to do with the gene. I think that had to do
Yeah.
with a drive.
So if you
I
just
think they
wake
had to
up
do
one
with
day
drive.
and say, you know what, I have to do this.
Right.
You think maybe within the course of whatever how long it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 years you can just do it.
I mean, what do you mean when you say just do it?
Whatever it is that you want to do.
The
Be
greatness?
the greatest at
What you do.
whatever it is you want. Comedy.
Right.
You just wake up and be like, you know what? I mean, because there's people.
I don't
We
think
just-
too many people start out with that goal. First of all, I think first of all you have to have a love for what you do,
All right.
and to have fun
Mhm.
doing what you do. I think that's the main thing before you start, considering yourself or start setting this goal for yourself to be I want to be the greatest of all time at doing this. Maybe down the ladder, maybe depending on longevity, how long you in this.
Right.
If you in the game for over 10 years or whatever you're doing, then you can look at yourself and be like, okay, I'm gonna set the bar for myself. I don't just want to be extraordinary. Michael Jackson wanted to be the greatest of all
He
time.
wanted to.
He wanted to.
First, he was forced.
Yeah, he was.
forced. He was
And
forced.
then like after a while, I was like, that was all he had. Like around what, maybe 18 or 20. Like when he the only thing he knew was music business.
Right.
And then every move that he made, this is kind of based off the movie, but it's pretty much kind of true. But every move that he made was for him to go that much higher. You know what I'm saying? And he was.
Right.
He
So
was.
I say that because you can go to different artists, like go to Beyonce.
Sure.
These are certain artists that were made.
Groomed.
Groomed. That's
Sure.
a better term.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of them.
And she is, right?
As far as yes, but as far as passion or they're like bred to do something almost. It's just like different ways. There's
That's
different
what I'm
reasons why
Mhm.
you pass. You're gonna keep getting that because when we were talking about Muhammad Ali,
Mhm.
his adversary brought the daughter to do. I mean, they got down too.
Right.
So
Right.
you have 2 generations right there.
Right.
We say no, it's not Jane, but there you go.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no. For sure, it's always opinion. It's gonna get, more than one. Everyone will never be just one answer.
So
True
I'll table that for now. But I just thought this is a little something to talk about.
Dig that, man. That's great. I mean,
What we really need to get into though.
oh shit. What we getting into?
We about to get into Helen Kane, man. We gotta
well,
see.
yeah,
we gotta
well,
check. We gotta check on our girl, man. See
gotta
what she got going on. She didn't come up here for nothing.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
First of all, I'll say, how's everything going? The music.
Oh,
Yes,
man,
the music.
Ooh,
Yeah, because when I'm here, it's moving.
I got some hot projects.
Yeah.
I got some hot projects. I got some surprise.
Okay.
I know I already got you. I surprised you.
All right.
You
Yeah.
didn't see that? You
No, I didn't see that coming.
How?
So,
They
but
did coming.
now when you say projects, are you
Yeah.
saying because when some people call a project an album or something, but are you saying like you have like multiple releases?
Yeah, more than one.
More than one release,
I'm
or
referring
like
to more than one. Yeah.
so? Are we saying single or albums?
More like
Videos?
yeah. I'm
Well, you
going
don't.
everything's on the table. Boy.
Everything's on
I
the
mean,
table.
like all across projects.
Okay, okay.
All across. I
Okay.
want the full thing.
What can we talk about?
What's a
now
cross
you.
project?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's a cross project?
No, everything across the board. So
Oh.
the videos, some of them are. I have songs that are attached to movies, videos,
So you
covers of books. I
busy.
mean, yeah, I got. So it's not just a song. It's you
All right.
expect more than just a song. You're gonna expect a video,
Okay.
maybe a product. Like,
Now
merchandise.
are these surprises?
Some of them.
Okay. Are there any that are not surprises?
Well, I got a EP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's hear about
Oh, Jesus.
Tell them.
Yeah, I know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I'm working with.
Okay.
What you really want to know?
Okay.
Word?
Yeah.
So you
I'm gonna make him say, you know what you want to ask me, what you ask me.
no, okay. See.
Come on.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
What? They got
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
yeah.
Huh?
They got them going.
I'm trying to ask you
Mm.
when what release you got coming out.
Do we have a
I might
release
get
date?
the punchline. October 4th.
Okay then. Okay. All right.
We're still back to the other question.
What's
Okay.
the other question?
Who you working with?
Who are you working with?
Who you working?
Who you working with?
Oh hell.
Who are you working with?
You working with
Kelley?
Mix-a-Lot.
Nah.
No mix- You never know.
You never know.
I have not.
Okay.
Quite a few producers.
Okay.
From the
Are you about to get hella general?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Can you give me one or two or all of them?
Which one do you want? No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm messing with him.
Right.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Shout out your producers.
Is it cool to give?
It's really cool to know. It's cool to shout out your producers.
Not all of them even want to. Which means they trying to hide themselves like ta-da.
Oh, they
some
don't-
people like ta-da.
Oh, okay. They don't want it. They don't want.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes ta-da.
Okay. Is there a name for the EP? What do we get? We got to get some out of here.
It's okay.
We know your name.
There's
Helen
two
Kane.
albums.
2 albums.
One album is called the Helen Kane's Theater Camp.
Right on.
Okay.
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 I like that.
All right.
So you're gonna get a lot of, tell stories. A lot of stories.
That true story.
Okay.
Dig that.
Talking about the music in the Northwest, the barriers and all that stuff. The good, it's tight and it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's not just all serious.
Like,
It's something
are you talking about like skits and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Man,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, like,
Don't play shy.
None
You
whatsoever.
play shy over there, Marcus.
None
Marcus
whatsoever.
Knight.
You already know. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm waiting on my
Oh,
time.
man.
I'm up in there.
Yeah.
I'm up in there.
so
I'm
I'm
looking
available.
forward to it.
I guess I have to play journalist. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm still
Marcus,
digging.
Marcus is on one of those projects as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, you are.
Yes,
Huh?
sir.
You are.
Wait, we
Ta-da.
gonna-
I didn't know
we
that.
supposed to-
Ta-da.
I don't know who's supposed
Ta-da! All right.
Yeah.
This is a bad producer name. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, since we're on the topic,
Yeah. No, I'm gonna let you have it sound it up.
I've been waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you. I got
You
you.
know,
That's what I tell everybody.
my big
Hey.
dust on it.
Unimpaled soul.
Listen, I'm
I
gonna tell
got
you the
too.
reason why RC I'm gonna tell y'all why he got everybody on hold.
Why?
Well,
This is why RC got everybody on hold. He done turned the
Alright.
studio into the laundry
man,
room.
we trying to go flat up in here playing.
His studio is the laundry room. He got clothes hanging on the mics.
Why we can't win? Why
You know,
y'all want us to win?
let me tell you something, because you know what I learned about me and producing
That we
and
gonna
other
wait.
people.
You gotta wait and
No,
listen.
that is always on time. It's never
Alright.
late.
It's right on time.
It's never late.
We on the waiting list, and it ain't got no deadline on there. It's in parentheses.
And then look, in my whole career, only one person didn't like the music that I gave him, and we had a talk. And he gotta win, but we cool.
Straighten that shit out. Straighten it out.
No, but you know what though? Look, official right here on the back and forth show. You know what I'm saying? I got you beat. It's all good.
Okay.
But and you know what? Since I'm feeling generous, I got a beat for Raw 1 too. So when you see him, let him know.
Raw 1 is in the
I heard all our beats had dust on everybody.
Word?
Hell.
No, none of mine do. Those must be the ones you got from the mother.
No, you got them in the vault, man.
Nah, the vault's right up here. But you know what I really like to do since you got me on the spot is I really like to create on the spot. I really do. I like the vibe of the studio.
I like
you know what I'm saying? And I guess like for me in the short version, growing up and having a family and stuff, like, that stuff doesn't always just hit you like when you're sitting there. So like, but when you get away, like, and you get into the studio with an artist, you know what I'm saying, and you have a conversation, a couple of drinks and whatever, whatever they gonna smoke or whatever, and just the vibe is there.
Yeah, I get that.
Nothing like that.
I respect that. That's a good stuff.
Right, and so but that I look forward to that too. But I try to make them on my own when I can, but.
Well, you're on one of my favorite lists.
I appreciate that.
Producers.
I really do appreciate that.
I like to give CPS the scientist.
CPS! Oh, my man's in there. Yeah.
I love it.
See, we started out in the same my bedroom actually. We used to come over every day and make beats. Shout out to CPS.
Right.
But I got you.
Money and a felony.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. That's gonna be.
So now I think you just told me about one project, B. I think you said there was 2.
Yeah.
So what's the second?
The Seduction of Helen Kane.
Seduction.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that?
Ooh.
Okay. So let me clarify. Is that you being seduced or you seducing? What is that?
You gotta tap in.
Okay, Now is this an EP or an album or what is it? That's a full album.
Yeah, and in parentheses with terrible.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, man? What's going on over there?
Our producer is doing something. I don't know what the hell our producer doing, but
I think my producer needs to learn how to spell.
Oh, okay. That's probably. And he's a good dude.
Shout out to my homie, my dog, my
Shout out to Double.
Jamie Mack is in the building, y'all. Jamie Mack is in the house. He's in the house. And,
who says that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Okay. What we got? What else we got?
I'm kind of fucked up.
I understand. I was fucked up too. Good thing I don't have my glasses on.
Okay. Hey, look.
Okay, that's impossible.
I saw that the first
That's
time.
impossible.
Man, you can't do that.
That's what we ain't gonna do.
Look.
Double joint. That in. Yeah. Yoga expert. Okay, anyway, what we got next on?
Yeah.
What we got?
Yeah. So like.
This ain't right.
So look. Well, kind of like it's music related, it really is a sad note. But there was a producer, a songwriter that passed away today, maybe today or yesterday. I can't remember which. He's about 41 years old. His name is LaShawn Daniels. And so okay, yeah, no, rest in peace, LaShawn Daniels. The reason why he's so significant is that he wrote like Beyonce, J-Lo, The Boy Is Mine. You guys have heard of Rodney Jerkins?
Yeah.
You Rock My World.
Yeah.
Wrote that.
Michael Jackson?
Yes, this guy.
Wow.
He got into a car accident. LaShawn Daniels. He produced with Rodney and I forget the two Jerkins brothers, and they were called a Dark Child Orchestra or something like that.
Whoa, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he produced. He wrote.
Wow.
Not
41
they
years
were the
old.
producers. They wrote a little bit, but he wrote. Yeah, so he wrote like all those hits. And Whitney Houston, all right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it in. Like and a few of those, like he pulled a lot of the pop, the big 80s pop stars. He pulled them into the 90s through the 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like I said, like with Rock My World, Remember the Time. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember like on that album, like they grabbed like the Jerkins and they grabbed Teddy Riley.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they were trying
Street,
they were trying to get it together. So
We fell in love. You remember time. Anyway, rest in peace, Rodney Jerkins.
No, Rodney Jerkins.
I mean, not Rodney Jerkins, but
LaShawn Daniels. Yeah,
Sorry.
no, and R&B them because he's a big chunk of the music industry. A lot of people didn't know who he was.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? But he's responsible for a whole bunch of big ass hits.
Wow.
So I mean, I just I made a point to write that down today so we could give it up to him. So,
Right.
Yeah.
See,
My producer,
he is acting a damn
he's
nut.
crazy.
He got me tripping.
He's
I don't
crazy.
know what the hell's wrong with
Fly
him.
Guy So Smooth's in the building
And
though.
take that bottle away from him, man. Get that bottle. Got a crack pipe.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe him either. He's
Oh,
extraordinary today.
Hey,
Oh man.
so Marcus,
What's that? You know what? I'm not. Anyway, yeah.
yeah.
All the unfinished sentences.
You know, it's funny because me like I'm freestyling kind of now, but like
Oh, what is it?
when we all of us most of us in this room, we talk about each other so bad, but but because we love each other, like because we do.
That's you know what this is. That's
And
why
so we was in the car,
Yeah.
and Marcus said, "Man, I'm loaded up for you, man. I got a whole bunch for you." So like I said, that's okay, because I'm gonna control the whole show.
Yeah.
And I got a whole bunch of really interesting things to talk about.
Right.
I done kept this motherfucker off my ass the whole time.
He did.
Except for my
The
producer.
producer hates Ron. He hates RC. He hates him. He's right.
And anybody out there knows, they know that if you catch me on the corner, if you catch me somewhere behind the Filipino Hall in 1991, you know what I'm saying?
It's over.
It's over. If you catch me down there by the Seattle,
It's
waiting for the 7, I'm gonna rank on you. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. And my producer is writing some of the coldest shit on this.
Hate mail.
You know it. You know it. Me, Marcus Swing One,
Yeah.
Maniac,
Yeah.
JT.
Yeah, the whole nine.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know, man. Listen, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people really don't know this about RC. RC is the only cat, man, that I honestly know, man. I went to his house. And I seen, every house got pictures and shit up on the wall. Not RC's. RC got menus on the wall. Country buffet menus. Wendy's menus. McDonald's value menu. Right on the wall.
That's funny.
That's
No, that's funny.
I didn't even know Country Buffet had a menu.
Look, I know. Wait a minute.
But he
Buffet.
got-
I didn't know though. Now I
Yeah.
do.
Now I'm gonna tell you something because I was just at Marcus's house,
Right, you know what? That's bullshit.
and Mark,
Don't you tell nobody.
I'm
Well,
gonna
go
tell
ahead.
you not just
Go ahead.
because I remember I was looking at all the beautiful pictures on your mantle. And do you know that Marcus went to the prom with a whole black electrical tape tuxedo? His whole outfit was electrical tape.
No, I mean,
He had a little
was it
electric,
like that, or
he had a little electrical, he had a little duct tape
yeah, the
boutonniere.
stick in him.
It was silver. And nigga had 2 government cheese boxes for shoes painted black. You remember that? I saw the picture. Huh? What'd you say?
Electrical tape.
Yeah, nigga. Bullshit. Huh? Yeah, I know.
I
know.
You came to my house. You were supposed to tell me.
I can rank on you or pray for you.
That's fucked up. You know what? RC got a car. Is made for. It's like really the manufacturers made it for like 4 people, 5 people. But you know the way RC's seat is set in the car, you swear it was a 2-seater. There's no room for nobody else in his car but him, and he has a big car. I'm just saying, you know, when I got in the car, like his headrest was in the trunk.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what the? Huh?
Yeah, no, go.
No, I didn't understand it, dog. I got in the passenger. You had a passenger seat. I was surprised to see that, but there was no back seat. It was just, you know.
I had no back seat.
Are you saying
no
there
back
was
seat.
3 seats?
There was no back seat.
Are you saying it was 3
Right.
seats?
Man,
He
one
has the
time,
first car that was
you
made
remember that
out.
time? Remember we went to the store and I had to. First of all, I had to get in the back of his car because the front door didn't work. So, you know, and that, you know, that's, you know, most people in your family. But I got in the back. And I was like, man, what is that? The whole back seat, nigga, smell like gasoline.
That's bullshit.
What? Why? Why?
That's bullshit.
Why?
I don't
That nigga Marcus got out of my car and the oil light came on.
That's bullshit. Now y'all know damn well, y'all know, a lot of y'all didn't know that RC had no athletic abilities in high school. None whatsoever. But the nigga played football, right? He played a position I didn't even know existed. He played the ass back. That was the coach used to tell him every time he want to go on the field and play, he's like, get your ass back. Get your ass back. He never got to like touch the ball or nothing.
Man, I met Marcus in 6th grade. Remember, he was in 6th grade. I met him.
What you remember?
And he was coming from a football game. I said, man, I said, man, you're all dirty. I was like, you got a uniform on, but I did not see you in the game. He said, man, I was in the game. I said, bro, I didn't see you in the game. He said, I was in the game the whole time. I was like, what position you play? He was like, I'm down at the end. I said, I know the end. That's my partner. That's not you. I'm at the end. I'm like, Marcus.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, if you was at the end, then what do you do?
Right.
This nigga went like this.
That was a good post. That's fucked up, man. Niggas kicking field goals.
Yeah, that nigga was at the end of the field. All right, I'm done.
That's fucked up. Ryan did get to play Little League football. He did. He was a whole line. he just laid down and okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was bad. I told you I was done, man. All right, look. We're gonna wrap this up.
Right. Now hold on, we ain't wrapping the shit up.
No? You gonna keep going?
You ain't seen your belly button in years.
You sound like it is a family show.
Ryan travels with a midget, so he's not sure. Because he can't see his feet.
And look, and your producer is typing ranks on.
What did he say?
Look, eat shit and bark at you.
This producer, goddamn, we need to talk. We got to fire his ass.
Well, you know, I don't know.
We got to fire his ass. Is he been drinking again?
Not no more.
It's acting up, man. This is
Oh,
man. You know, listen, NFL season is back, so y'all know RC got a job again.
Really?
Yes, he will be flying over stadiums. If Goodyear is back in, You gonna be at the game on Sunday?
So you know, every home game you gonna be busy.
Huh?
Huh?
What I got? What do I got?
You'll be one of them drumsticks of the Seattle Thunder. You'll be dancing in front of it.
Oh my gosh, man. Y'all look here, man. Look, before we get up out of here, I want you to let y'all know, man, be on the lookout for this movie coming out starring RC. It's called The Clumps Strike Back.
And
All right.
I can't stand you. Called what?
The Clumps Strike Back. It's like it's Star Wars, but it's the clumps. Okay?
Star Wars?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's Obi, Honey Bun, Kenobi.
It's so hot in here. Obi, Honey Bun, Kenobi. That's about me, right?
Look out for this movie coming out this summer, y'all. It's gonna be a blockbuster. I'm telling you, you gotta see this shit, man.
Hey, but you remember that movie you did
What's that?
a couple months ago? And like it's just you standing in one spot in the sun.
What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this, man?
It's called Stuck in Ethiopia.
Oh my God, man! Yeah, man, it's coming out.
You have flies on your head.
This Christmas, flies on my head. That's fucking. Listen. This Christmas, the makers of Ghostbusters is coming out with this new movie, man. Y'all gotta check it out. RC's a star, and it's called Stay Puft's Revenge. Y'all remember Stay Puft from Ghostbusters?
No.
They blew his ass up.
No.
Okay, fuck it. No. Anyway, it's been real. And before we get out of here, man, we would like to thank the beautiful Miss Helen Kane for dropping by, showing us some love, letting us know what's going on in her world. And like she said, October 4th, check out that release.
Yeah.
It's coming out. What's the name of that release, love?
Split Decisions.
Split Decision.
Money and a Felon. No, Split Decisions Part 2.
Part 2.
Money and a Felon.
Money in the Felony. Nah, but yeah, I think you had another one.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Singles. That's singles.
Oh, those are the singles. Okay.
That's
I got you.
Be on the lookout, man.
All right.
Yeah.
October 4th, man. Ellen Kane. Y'all know what it is, man.
Yeah.
It's been real, man. I want to give a shout out also to my dude Raw One, who's in the building. In the building, man. And as usual, my dude Jamie Mack. We got him on the beats. He's pressing buttons tonight. He's sending crazy messages to us. Y'all just don't know how
interactive.
He is, man. And I like to shout out to him. That's the man who make everything happen. That's the man who pays the bills, literally, because I don't live here. So.
Okay.
I don't even shout. I mean, what you want to do? I see. You want to give it up to Mike? Oh, hold on. Popeye's chicken.
Oh, are you talking? Wait, what? What, nigga?
I love y'all chicken, man. I love y'all Popeye's chicken.
Popeyes is great.
Yes.
I mean, I can't. I'm not. I can't eat any of that. So.
What?
You don't like chicken?
You guys didn't see me eat no chicken.
That don't mean you didn't eat no chicken.
I said you didn't see me.
Right.
Right.
I did.
You didn't see me.
Yeah, I did see.
I said you didn't see me.
I did see.
I said you didn't.
I know what you said. This is what I said.
Listen, man.
Shout
Shout out to RC, man. And my nigga put that work in, man. He doing himself. He making a difference. And I ain't getting that work in, man. At the workout at the gym with his boy K.
Oh yeah. Real talk.
And that's real, man.
I said I was getting my Richard Simmons.
Right on, man. My dude is doing this goddamn thing. Man. He got a before picture and a before picture.
Hey, now, in case you didn't know, what you are now looking at is a production from the Night Crew, NITECRU.
Right.
If you see that anywhere on social media,
that's right.
Instagram,
that's right.
Facebook,
that's right.
Twitter,
hit him out.
Oh man, that was gonna be so. I'm so glad I didn't say that. And I'm about to say something real fucked up about you.
Oh man,
but no, it was. It was.
You gotta say it.
I messed my whole. Ooh, that was.
You gotta say it.
You really hit me
No.
there.
Don't bring it out.
No, don't do that.
Don't bring it out.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Buy you first.
Anyway. Oh, look, Felicia Blunt said Helen Kane. She gave you this.
Right on.
Like I was saying, Night Crew, you know what I'm saying? This is the back and forth show. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to work it out. That's another beat I gotta make as my intro song or our intro song. Right. Really? Right. Look, I'm still a producer. I'm the GOAT. I got a GOAT gene.
Yes, he is.
I got the GOAT gene.
Yes, he is the greediest of all time.
Oh my God! I can't stand you.
Hey, man, I'm glad y'all tuned in to the Back and Forth podcast, man.
Hey.
Y'all check us out every Friday, 6:30. Where we gonna get the time down? Where we gonna get it down? We gonna be here.
But you know what? Here's the other thing, we're trying to get on YouTube to where time won't matter. All you have to know is that when it drops,
yes,
you can go look at it. That's where we headed to.
Right.
So, and I actually have a one more thing, and it's a little mantra that I wrote. I think we should stick with it. You tell me if you like it or not. It's like 3 little phrases that I think are very important.
Say it, man.
All right. So the first phrase is look for the setup.
Look for the setup.
The second phrase is live your best life.
Live your best life.
And the third phrase is pray for the baby.
Pray for the baby.
Yeah, pray
for the baby.
No, the baby might be you sometime, or it might be the baby. Somebody got to pray for him either way. That's how I feel about it.
Pray for the baby, man.
Okay, so one more time. Look for the setup. Live your best life.
Live your best life.
Pray for the baby.
Pray for the baby.
We're going to end it just like that. And we out.
Market Night, RC Jackaholic, man. Holla back, man.